Before there were forests, before the blue oceans, Earth was a young sphere of fire. In a disk of dust and gas around the infant sun, grains of rock collided, stuck, and grew into a planet glowing red. Its surface an ocean of magma, volcanoes breathing smoke, the sky thick with steam. A world was forging itself into shape. Over time, the surface cooled, water vapor condensed, clouds gathered, and rain fell for ages. Streams carved hot rock, wore down slopes, and filled the low places, until the first oceans were born. In warm, shallow pools, chemical reactions repeated themselves. Molecules met, split, and found each other again. Somewhere within those tiny ripples, life flickered into being. At first, life was so small you needed imagination to see it. Thin films clinging to stone, living mats drinking sunlight and breathing out oxygen. That waste gas gradually blued the sky and opened the door to more complex bodies. Continents drifted and collided, raising mountains and tearing open valleys. Ice ages came and went, chiseling the surface with an invisible blade. Ancient forests rose, ferns, horsetails, and the first vascular trees. Fish tested the shore, pressed fins into mud, and learned to brace against gravity with bone and muscle. On a riverbank of deep time, limbs began to replace fins. Earth shifted again. In steaming forests and wide plains, reptiles diversified. Not all were giants, but some lineages reached astonishing size. This was the era of the dinosaurs, bodies perfectly balanced between bone, muscle, and air. Some were light as feathers and quick as wind. Others carried long necks, each step a drumbeat through the ground. Tropical rains fell heavy, lightning flashed across valleys. Days were hot and humid. At night, the moon lit the silhouettes of enormous shapes moving quietly through fern meadows. Pull the lens back farther, and the wider structure appears. The moon, born from an ancient impact, paces the tides, steadies Earth's tilt, and softens the cycle of day and night. The oceans, vast regulators, store heat, stir nutrients, and carry genes and chances across the globe. The atmosphere, once heavy, now clear, filters radiation and carries the rain. Together they compose the symphony that led to one brilliant chapter, the rise of the dinosaurs. From a smoky furnace of dust to oceans shining blue. From a single living breath to footsteps that shook the ground. This is the coming-of-age story of a planet. And we, late arrivals, stand on the riverbank of the present and listen for those distant echoes. In the next part of the story, we will follow the dinosaurs through their golden age and the upheavals that rewrote the course of life. But first, take a moment to look around. Earth has traveled a very long way to become a home.